Sorry, Seema. Can you hear me? Yes. Hello, Seema. How are you? Your mic is off.
Yes, yes, yes. Good
I
evening, madam.
will, yeah, I joined 1 minute late because of the net issue. Just give me 1 minute, Seema. Just give me a
O-
minute.
Okay, ma'am.
How are you, Seema?
Yes, I'm fine.
Just give me a moment, okay?
Okay.
So, Seema, I just a minute, okay? Yes. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine, ma'am.
Okay.
I think we're meeting second time.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
you had actually joined for my this thing. No, sorry, Seema, to keep you waiting. And yes, the 3 4 minutes I will adjust and give you. All right, Seema. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Seema, this is a lovely session we are going to have today. We are learning about. This is the first time you are actually joining a session, and you finally decided because you
Yeah.
had joined on August 20th or something, right, for a demo session.
Yes, yes.
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 Yes. So tell me, Seema, tell me more about you, Seema. I would like to know more about you.
Yeah, my name is Sima. I'm from Maharashtra. I hold
Mm-hmm.
masters in English, and if I about my hobbies, I love reading books, gardening, and cooking. So
Okay.
that's all about me.
And you are a homemaker, right, Seema?
Yes. Yes, yes.
And you have done your master's. And are you planning for a job now, Seema?
I'm planning, but
Hmm.
just I want to polish my English speaking skills.
Yeah, so you want general English, right?
Yes.
So we are going to do that, and it's wonderful that you have joined at englishyaari, and this is your first session with me. So are you excited about it again, Seema? I would ask you the same question.
Yes, yes. I'm so excited.
Yes, very nice. So I am going to take this session and conduct this session. We'll give you 2 3 extra minutes because was facing a bit of net issue to join, and so it took time for me to join the session as a laptop took some time to open. Yeah.
Okay.
So wonderful to have you in the class. Should I introduce myself, or you know about my profile?
Yes, yes, yes. I know.
So I'm not
Um,
going in time wasting. Let us learn and begin your journey at Englishary. Let it be a wonderful journey. Yes,
okay.
Seema. So let us start with the lesson. Have you gone through the lesson at Englishary when you booked your class today?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes. So,
I have,
what is the topic for today? What is the topic for today? Now, as I mentioned last time when you joined, that every day we will have a new topic, isn't it, Seema? So,
okay.
today's topic is a very simple topic, but an important one when we speak about day-to-day routines. So, what is the topic for the day? Can you introduce the topic to me, Seema?
Yes, today's topic is I think daily routine.
No, the rhythm of routine. Now, when you are, see, Seema, when we go at workplace, sometimes if you want to join work in future and you have to give presentations and all, so you are an English trainer, you're going to be a teacher, maybe, right? That's what you can do, right? Or what are you planning if you want to take up a job?
Just I am planning for interview.
Interview for what? Which type of a job were you looking out for? I know you're
Uh,
planning for an interview preparation, but that we
teacher.
will do later on. I told you, whenever you have an interview, 15 days before that, you can notify your trainer that I have an interview, please help me. Okay, but
Okay.
what interview preparation do you want? Like, are you going to join as a professor, teacher? What do you want to plan?
For teacher, I want to prepare myself for
Yeah.
interview for
So
teacher.
So you want to become a teacher. Now, when you want to become a teacher, if you're going to take a lesson, you have to introduce the lesson to your children, right? So
Hmm.
so expressions are very important when you become a teacher, because
Yes.
without expressions, the class becomes boring.
Yes.
So the first, whenever I ask you, please introduce a topic today, you can just say it with good stress and the voice modulation. Like, what is it? What is the topic for today? The rhythm of routine. So that's the topic. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So rhythm of routine, you have to tell it properly. All right. Not the vague answer that, okay, it is daily routine, I think. No, we want a proper answer so that as you speak, you are improving. Okay, Seema. So as we are going to discuss the daily routine, first I will tell about my routine and you tell me how your routine is different from mine.
Okay.
Okay. So usually, Seema, I wake up at say 7:30. I'm not an early bird. 7:30 is what I wake up, and then I just freshen up myself, brush my teeth, and then freshen up myself, have a cup of tea first, and then I sit for my englishyaari classes, the morning sessions. Maybe mostly I have two bookings or three bookings, so I complete that from 8 to 8:30 or 9 a.m. After that, I rush to my kitchen, finish the basic preparations for lunch, and also have a little bit of breakfast, take my bath, finish my household chores in 2 hours, and usually from 11 to 12:31, I again have English Harry classes. So after finishing them, I take some rest, I read, I pray, because after the classes is what I pray and take time, and then I have lunch at 2 p.m. After completing my lunch, take a bit of siesta. After the siesta, I again start with my tuitions, and by 6:37, I finish them. Again, I have like dinner preparations, and then 9:30 mostly I take English Yari sessions. But for this 1 month, I will not be booking the classes in the night. So this is how my routine works, and then I hit the bed at 11 p.m. So what is your daily routine, Seema? Can you tell me how is it different from mine?
Yes. I'm a homemaker, so I have a hectic start to my day. Usually I get up 6 a.m. in the morning. Then I clean my house. I clean my courtyard. Then I take a bath and I prepare breakfast as well as tiffin for my children and husband. And it is always hectic start to my day because my husband goes for office at 9 o'clock, and my children goes to office at the same time at 9 o'clock. So I in the morning I rush uh, behind my children to get them ready. And when they go to the office, or my husband go to the office and my children go to school, after that I get some relief and I take my breakfast. Then I complete my other house chores, and then around 1 p.m. I take lunch, and then meanwhile I spend some time for my hobby like reading books. Then around 4 p.m. I prepare snacks for my children, and in the evening, I help them to my children for in their studies, and then I cook and serve the dinner at around 8:30. Then I always see that by 10:30 to I pack up my all chores in the kitchen, and then again I brush my teeth, and
I
around
wind up my kitchen. We don't say pack up my chores in the kitchen. That is wrong English. I wind up my kitchen.
I wind up my kitchen around 10:30. Then I brush my teeth and go to bed.
Okay,
So
so you have used the correct tenses where it is required, as you have to present your answers in the simple present tense for daily routine. Now
yes,
you know simple present tense means daily routine when we speak. Somewhere one error was my husband go to office. No, what is the correct way? If my husband is singular, so the
yes,
verb in subject, verb, object, my husband,
yes,
what?
yes. Ghost.
Correct, yes. Goes to the office, not go to
Mm.
office. So that must be habitual and you have to correct on that. Okay, never mind, Seema. That's a good try anyway. It was quite good enough. So, Seema,
Mm.
now let us go to the picture in the lesson. Let's make it more interesting and activity based. Come on. So, here you can see there's some regular routines. So, this is what Ron's routine looks like. Now, we are talking about the third person. So, in simple present, when we talk about I go to bed, you go to bed, we go to bed, she goes to bed.
Yes.
He becomes. So here you have to tell me Ron's routine. Ron is the third person. So I, you, we, they, we have the normal verb. Here you focus on giving me the person who is Ron and tell me his routine. So what is Ron's routine? Construct your sentences. Let us construct sentences on this.
Yeah, Ron wake up early in the morning. He brushed the
Nah.
hmm.
Uh-huh.
uh,
Uh-huh.
he, he brushes teeth. Then he eats breakfast. Then he goes to office. He works in the office. And when he
You have to. Hmm.
after coming office, he took shower. Then he take rest, and after dinner goes to bed.
Now here are the errors. What were the errors? You have mixed up all the tenses. For daily routine, even Ron is a third person. So when we are talking about a third person, like he, she, it the verb is uh, wakes up. So here, sentence construction also needs improvement. And you said he took shower.
He take
No,
Yes,
he
yes,
took is a past tense.
yes,
So
yes,
you
yes.
cannot say that. So you
Mm.
should say, now you have to construct it in a proper way. There was no organized way. When you're talking about anyone's routine or your routine, first, then you have to use a sequencing words. You can use them to make it better. First, then, next, after that, finally. Now, how will you make this passage proper? And your sentence construction was very brief. So, that is not the way we say. We have to be very organized. So, let's practice a bit. Ron wakes up at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Mm.
After waking up, he stretches himself and exercises for half an hour. So, when you are telling the daily routine, you have to tell the time period. After some exercises, he then brushes his teeth and gets ready for office and has his breakfast. By 9 a.m., Ron leaves for work.
Mm.
He works for 6 hours in a day, or 7 hours, or 8 hours, whatever you want to say. And then, after finishing his work, he goes to the gym for 1 hour. He hits the gym. And after gymming, Ron takes a shower. He has his dinner, sits on his couch and reads the newspaper and relaxes himself for half an hour. And by 10 p.m., he hits the bed again. That is Ron's routine. So, how we present it is first error was the tenses subject, verb, object. Ron wakes up. He takes a bath, not took a bath. That is past tense. If he has done it,
Yes,
yes. So that
yes,
is
yes.
the two errors you have to work on. Okay, be careful of your tenses. Okay, now let us go with some general discussions. Why do you think having a routine is very important, Seema?
Having routine is very important because it helps us to stay
Helps
organized.
us. It helps us because it
Yes,
is it. He, she, it. The
yes.
verb will be s. Okay,
Actually,
it
I
helps.
know I know the all grammar rules, but while speaking, I forgot to
So, yeah. So, when you're
singularize.
constructing sentences at englishyaari, go slow with the answers. Don't
Okay,
hurry up to answer. Try to think of the verb tense that you're. So, 1 week, if you practice like that, next week you'll be fine.
okay,
Okay. So, why
okay.
do you think having a routine is important? Now,
I
start.
think I think having a routine is very important because it helps us to stay us organized or disciplined, and if we follow the specific routine, it helps us to build good habits because we know what to do and when to do. So it saves our time, and it reduce it helps us to waste the time,
No,
and
it helps us not to waste the time.
not to waste time. And
So that is
uh,
the same point. No, it helps us to save the point and not to waste the time. It is both the same. So you don't have to go on answering. You can complete your answer in 2 or 3 sentences maximum for one question. Any question when we are communicating, we don't have to go very lengthy with things and go on explaining. That is not needed while we are. Many people do that, like they go on explaining, then they forget what they have to actually answer.
yes,
So I think having a routine is important because a routine helps us to be more organized. We have a planned day, a planned timetable, so that there are less errors, and we also have space for some emergency that crops up. So planning a day has always helped us to achieve great things in life, become more oriented and disciplined. Finished. So stop it somewhere. Otherwise, you continue. You don't have to continue. Just 2 to 3 sentence. One sentence with complex ideas can be done. Okay,
okay,
make it a complex sentence, a single complex sentence. Like we have in complex sentence, what do we have? We have one clause, main clause, and subordinate clauses.
yes,
So that's enough, right?
okay,
Yeah. Okay. So today I'll be giving you a little bit of error correction. So the next class you are well prepared with that also.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Are you a strict follower of routine, Seema?
Yes, I'm strict follower of
I
routine.
am a strict follower. Yeah.
I am a strict follower of routine because I believe in routine. If one, I try to follow my routine, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes accidentally, uh, some if there is any means a problem, that time I do not follow routine. But most of time I try to follow routine.
Yeah. So here you can try to say, yes, I am. There is a way of answering questions. I'll give you a tip here. That is statement, example, and reason. So here your statement will be, yes, I am a strict follower of routine. For example, every day morning, I just get up at a particular time and finish certain chores which I have to, so that I can have a smooth day afterwards. I do planning of buying things, purchasing things online, offline, whatever. So these are the things that help me then give, because have being a strict follower of routine really helps us to it helps us to be more organized and to carry forward things smoothly. So statement, example, and reason you can give for one answer. That's a good way to answer. So
Yes,
statement means you have to state what you're going to tell about, then give an example and give your reason. So that will help you for better. Are you enjoying your first session?
yes, yes,
Wonderful, Seema. Today I'm giving you a bit of more error corrections in between. Afterwards, it'll be after the class or in between only 1 or 2 error corrections. So now you've found out where you're going wrong, so you can think and answer it. Okay. Is there any day when you don't have any routine, Seema?
yes. Most of time on weekend, I do not follow any routine, any kind of routine. On that day, I stay in a bed, and I always wake up late on that day. And just I try to, on that day, I try to enjoy that day. I try to spend my quality time with my family members, and most of time uh, spend my time with my mother. So on
Yes.
that day, yes, on that day I do not follow any routine.
Wonderful. So try to complete it as I said. Very good answer. What do you have to say about people who do things on their own convenience and they don't follow any routine, Seema?
I think sometimes it's okay you do not if you do not follow any routine. But there are so many people they do not follow any routine. Just they want to do their own things according to their will, and I think they totally waste the time and they do not achieve any goal.
Yes, very true. So, do you know anyone who just cannot stick to a routine? Do you have any close people who are very close to you and they cannot stick to a routine?
Yeah, my children, I always try to tell them just follow the routine. But sometimes they listen me, but most of time they do not listen me. and they don't
Listen
need
to me.
routine.
They don't listen to me and they have their own routine. Okay,
Yes.
so here we have rhythm. Look at the word of the day. What is the new vocabulary word of the day? Just go to slide number 3 and see what is the word of the day?
A word of the day is a rhythm.
Rhythm.
Yes.
So, what does rhythm mean? So, what do you mean by the word rhythm? Can you just explain that to me?
Rhythm, I think there are two types of rhythm in a
Yes, see,
music.
there are meanings. You can just read everything there. It is a what is a rhythm? So you can read it there first. Now, reading
Okay.
practice. Well, this is also covered up a reading practice, as I told you. Know, we will cover up a reading practice, so you can give more expressions here and read it. Okay. So, what does rhythm mean?
Rhythm means, in music, it is you can
Not
say,
like that. Not like that. It is given there in the slide. You can read that part. It is
okay,
a natural flow.
it is a natural flow of anything. It is also used to indicate musical tone.
Yes. Then, what is the other thing? Let us try and use rhythm in different sentences in different context. As you said,
Okay.
musical rhythm, or what are the other rhythms? Let us discuss on. Just read that.
Okay. Let us try and use rhythm in different sentences and in different contexts. The rhythm of routine is important for smooth flow of regular events of life. Second example, the rain has a soothing rhythm. And third one is, he cannot sing in rhythm. He needs more practice.
Yes, we cannot be in rhythm because he needs more practice. So here, one rhythm is your daily routine rhythm. The one is the rain's rhythm. Do you like the rain rhythm or do you find it chaotic? Do you like the rhythm of the rain or do you find it very chaotic?
Sometimes I feel that there is a rhythm in the rain, but when it rains, raining cats and dogs. That
Hmm.
time,
When
yes,
it rains heavily, you can even say when it rains heavily, I find it like very chaotic. What do you say? It's called
chaotic.
chaotic also. Yeah. Sometimes when the music goes wah 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 loudly, we call it chaotic music.
Okay.
Okay, chaos we say, right? Okay. So here there's another singing rhythm also. So Kishore Kumar always had the best songs and he sang it with great rhythm, right? He had great rhythm in his voice. Yeah. So here now there is a nice story you have to make. Let us try to create a story, and they are not in the correct order. So how will you put it in correct order and speak about how rhythm is connected to the story? Make it like that. Come on. There's a girl, there's a guitar, there's a talent hunt, and there's a belief. Make a quick story. I'll give you 3 minutes because I go joined in a bit late, so I'll give you 3 minutes today. Yes, Seema, come on.
Okay. I can see there is a girl which there is a books in her hand, and I think she
There
believes.
is a book, one book, a books, no. No, you have to tell it in the past tense. So this is Seema. Now you can talk about Seema or and then tell about her struggles and create it.
Sorry, ma'am.
Make a You make a story, give you the character the name. Like say this is Seema.
Okay.
Seema was in her final years of college
Okay.
and she wanted to come on, start.
Okay. This is, this is just this is Rima. This is Rina, and she's a final in her final year of graduation, and she believes in herself, and she loved to play guitar. She
Okay.
uh, she practiced a lot, and she participated in a big talent hunt program, and she she won that competition, and I can see the happiness, and she's a proud. I can see the happiness on her face.
Okay, so you presented your story in the present tense. That you looking at the picture, you told what's going on in the picture. Now here is a picture of Seema. Now we have a story with Seema. Seema was a student was completing her graduation. So Seema wanted to become a great guitarist, and she was always fond of it. She always used to follow a particular routine, wake up early in the morning at 5 and practice for 1 hour. And then after having breakfast and freshening up again for 2 hours, she used to practice and attend guitar classes and go to college also. Even though her mother did not have money, she found sponsorship through the college talent show, and then she wanted to join the talent hunt. Lot of competition, but with lot of